What's up? How are you? You want to be friends? Do you want to explore this ghost town together? I think we should. What's your name? I'm Devin. Nice to meet you. I don't know your name, but you're pretty chill. Let's go. You ready? Ready to go on an adventure? Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm traveling around America as I usually do, and today I'm in Southern Illinois. I figured out Southern Illinois is one of the best places to find untouched and undocumented ghost towns here in America, and I found myself at another one. Today, we're inside of a town that was probably established in the 1800s at some point when the railroad was coming through town, you know, going across America. We were connecting the country via railway. And this is one of the towns. It's an old railroad town. There's a main downtown with businesses, general store, post office, old gas stations. There's abandoned houses. There's abandoned cars and residential houses. There's so much left here. I did so much research. I found this place months ago, and I've been trying to dig more history out of the internet and what's available, and I have not been able to find anything. So as far as I know, I reverse searched all my images that I took. I have never seen this place documented online. So if you're watching this, this is the first time this place has been documented at all. Video, photographs, whatever. So thank you for joining me today. A very special occasion. We're going to be exploring old America as it still is here today before it is demolished tomorrow. That's the goal of the channel. So that's what we do. We digitally preserve. So let's go walk around town. And if you guys enjoy, leave a thumbs up.
Hey, we have a ghost town kitty cat. Got an orange cat. Maybe we'll see him later, but he's going into the ruins. Look at these buildings here. This was the general store. Beautiful old building. We'll be able to get inside there despite it collapsing. See what kind of history we can unfold. Another abandoned building. This was like a garage or something. Right down there is the residential. You have all the trailer parks and the locals down there. An abandoned trailer and another house. And there's some more stuff to check out here. There's an old gas station up ahead, and I believe it used to be the post office as well, maybe a bakery at one point. The only history online I did find is that apparently a baker lived here. Female, mother. She had 3 sons, and they became known as the 3 bakers of Swanwick. And here's the old gas station that first brought my attention to the town when I was passing here on the highway. Alright, so we're now walking the streets of this town. We got roosters crowing in the background. That's how you know you're in the south of Illinois, at least, when you hear people's roosters crowing. But here we are, approaching the petrol station here in Swanwick. Oh, there's an old car back there too, right on the side of the building. So this was the first reason people started coming to this town. Travelers just heading and needing gas. It's a lot of wind. Rodley's Corner Market. Still got a decent amount of stuff left behind here. You could just see everything in there. The shelves have merchandise still on them. Just a little shop that had gas station. This is the lonely highway. Still got people living in these houses. But we're gonna make a right and head into town where the wind is hopefully better. Got an Oldsmobile here. Doors are locked, but believe me, I could smell the inside of the car from just being this close. At least it's not a fabric roof. But there is some rot on some of the inside. Beautiful though. Oh, I can't open this because the way this tree grew. All the branches are over the hood. That's a shame. I wanted to look inside. See, this Oldsmobile is a Cutlass Supreme. That's nice. Yeah, so we have a couple of active houses, a few in fact, before we see the church, which is right there. And then after the church, it mixes with abandoned buildings and active buildings. And here we are at the church. Very beautiful. Still operational, obviously. Doesn't say anywhere when this church was established, but I'd be curious to find out. Like I said, there's really no history online, so it's very unfortunate. Do have some broken stained glass up there in that window, but otherwise this church is in really good condition. Got a house right here, active. You have the dog right there on the right side of the house, no leash, but he's staring at me. He looks like a friendly boy though. We're gonna just kind of ignore him and keep heading down the road. Got our first vacant property here. We got a 2-story house. The front is so overgrown, you can't even get in the front door. So the road goes down left. We have another abandoned house dead ahead. I think I see another one down that street, maybe a couple.
Here's the town fire tower. They have a nice little city logo up there. The S is a swan. It's a very beautiful water tower.
Got some dogs know that I'm here. Don't like that. Don't like the whole neighborhood being alerted. I already feel like I'm being watched. This is the most dilapidated house in town. People live in that house. It's a nice small little house. These are all kind of new. I'm sure the property is pretty cheap here. I'm pretty sure it's on a floodplain. It just rained this morning and there's big puddles everywhere. Got some abandoned vehicles here. This is a Chevy Cavalier convertible. I'm not sure if people own these properties or this is really abandoned. You got some old trucks there too. Look at that hangar over there. It looks like they would definitely be doing some auto body work. It's like a vintage little hangar workshop. That car is completely engulfed. I'm hearing locals yelling, "Hey." Not quite sure if it's for me or what, but being alone and traveling America is kind of very nerving. You know, you don't know how people take to visitors. I guess we'll see if I have any altercations, but I'm gonna walk back to the main street and go to the general store. Hear that? I think those are cats fighting. Look right in front of this RV. You have a gun right here. It's a rifle just sitting right here. Oh my god, it's actually really heavy. This is a real deal rifle. Look. What is this? Almost reminds me of like a, I don't know. This is a beautiful car here. Not sure what kind this is, but it looks so picturesque just sitting in this field right next to the train track.
Look at that. Just open the entire back like a hearse or something. It's a beautiful, beautiful Jeep.
Yeah, right here is an old auto body shop. We have that, looks like a Jeep, but I really don't know what kind of vehicle it is. If anybody knows any of the vehicles in this video, please put a timestamp and help out some viewers and myself, because I'm really not that knowledgeable. But auto body shop, old GMC truck over there. You have that car. And I'm gonna walk the train track just a little bit. It looks like we have a little bit of abandonment beside it. I could see that's like a 2010 Mustang, at least 2010 or newer. But it's been sitting out here a while. How's it going?
How's it going?
Good, and you?
Not too bad. Might ask what you did?
Oh, I'm just photographing your neat little town you got here. I just saw it in passing and I saw the
Okay, I didn't know. My daughter come through and said you take pictures of my sister's garage. That's why we've had people come around messing around here lately, so we kind of watch things just because we had.
Oh yeah.
She had somebody break in the shop here a while back and stole a bunch of shit. So.
Oh, I'm not interested in that.
Okay, I just figured I'd come check. I seen you come through a while ago, but
Yeah.
I kind of keep an eye on this up here. Like
Sorry to step on toes.
Oh, like I said, I just come to see what was going on. Like I said, my daughter just come through in a little red truck, seeing you taking pictures. So I figured, well, I'll come see what's going on.
Yeah, I passed this place a couple weeks ago, and then I started looking it up, and I was trying to find some history because I see you got the downtown here.
Yeah. Well, I said there's the old country store there, up there on the corner. But like I said, yeah, I've been here for the last 20-some years, but yeah, everything's pretty well. Like I said, years ago they had a mansion, Swanwick mansion back in there. Like I said, it fell apart, and then there's an old railroad building, but I think it tore apart over by Oakdale. Like I said, the old mining shit from here, so.
The old railroad town, industry and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah, I see a lot of these places around here. But yeah, it's a very nice little town you got here.
Like I said, it's peaceful and quiet.
It is, yeah, very.
And actually, the town technically ends here at the railroad tracks, and this is considered the country on this side. But.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to get behind
no,
any buildings or nothing. I was just looking on the road.
I keep an eye on things because there's too many. Like I said, there was the bad part. When they broke into this garage here, I guess whoever the dope heads that was in it had their little break-in bag and they had pills stolen from some woman in Centralia. And they all come up here, and that's an hour away. Said they broke in, stole a welder, a bunch of tools, a cross rim intake, a whole bunch of shit they stole out of that shop.
I understand you guys looking out. But thank you guys for being friendly.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you. Hi. Hi. Okay. Come here. Sit. 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 Good boy.
What's up? How are you? You want to be friends? Do you want to explore this ghost town together? I think we should. What's your name? I'm Devin. Nice to meet you. I don't know your name, but you're pretty chill. Let's go. You ready? Ready to go on an adventure? Let's go. So yeah, cool locals. They were nice. Apparently the guy who lived there just passed away recently, so they were just looking out for, you know, their local friends. And apparently some drug dealers or drug addicts broke in and they left a bag full of pills and whatnot. So this town has some crime coming and going, so more the reason to respect it in passing. But that dog that dog just left me. It's just going back down the road. So here we are, going downtown to the general store. This was the main street here, and you could see the remnants of buildings that haven't made it here into the future. You have two wooden structures all collapsed. I could see a brick chimney, but we're coming across the general store and an abandoned house with multiple vehicles left behind over here. It looks like my friend decided to come back. How you doing, buddy? You're so happy. Hi. What's up? I wish I had a treat for you, but I don't. All right, let's go. You and me. This is the dream right here. So the train tracks still work. So my friend is running away down the road. He's running. So I'm left to explore this place alone. We have the general store, and behind it, or behind me, we have a burnt down house left abandoned, and I could see 3 vehicles just left here as well. Quickly, we're going to be walking onto this property just to see what kind of cars these are. I have no idea what car this is. It's a Ford. Maybe a Taurus or something. But this house was the victim of a fire. It's very severe. Out here, these people already don't have enough money. So when tragedy strikes like that, it's just so sad. Got another car right here. Oh, this is a Mercedes. Wow. It's an absolute swamp right here. I'm getting my feet soaked for the sake of recording history. There's so many birds around here. It's like a jungle. It's truthfully very peaceful here. Looks like it could have been an auto body shop. I love all the old ghost towns. They always have that like triangular shape in the front. It always reminds me of Old West or like a saloon. Very iconic look for this region and just America. Looks like somebody brought this trailer to town and it never left. But behind it, we have an abandoned home. One of the oldest looking houses here in town for sure. This distance does not do it justice. You can barely even see the house. Alright, let's jump into the swamp to try to get a closer look at this house here. Beautiful. Over the years, look how the vines have grown on the side of this building. It's just an infinite amount of vines just wrapping its hands around this old building here. It's very beautiful the way nature takes back man-made structures. And this whole town is evidence of that. Can imagine the things people got here. I mean, just everyday stuff. Anything and everything. Can imagine there was a sign once up there. I'd step on the porch to go look through the main glass, but
The porch is sinking in it everywhere. I can't step on it. The whole thing's rotting.
So behind the general store, you could see a bit of a footpath. I can already see multiple vehicles. Wow, this is an old Chevy. It's been here a really long time. There's the logo. Still looks really nice. Tree fell right on top of it though. It's all bent on the top. Look at the headlights. Here's a better view on the side. It was an Apache 20 Chevy. Not sure the year, but the walking path goes this way. Wow, the back of this truck is just a garden now. Look right here next to the truck, we have an old Volkswagen Bug. Just opens right up.
Calendar from 1982. I'm gonna walk through as much of this as I can. Oh, shit. Everything is completely water in here. Over here you just have a couch and a kitchen area. Oh my goodness, the whole floor is really bad. It's a really nice vanity. Then you have a privacy curtain. The floors are really bad in here. It's one of the worst abandoned buildings I've ever been inside. So we obviously got to like a dead end from that door. So I'm gonna go around the back and try the back entrance to see what we can inside this general store, considering it's probably gonna be the only building we go inside. And it looks too cool not to try to get in. Got some old clothes right here. I really can't step that much inside. Take a look at that old refrigerator right there. I guess they sold clothes here. You could see the clothes on the rack. And over there, you could see the shelf just detaching from the wall. Gravity has this place sinking. It's really a shame. It's so historic here. This is pretty cool. We got this old denim jacket. But this place is really unsafe. Got some furniture, and there's even stuff above me. Maybe that was the sign that was on the front. It looks like an old sign, but I'm not going up there. This whole place is falling apart. Got a newspaper, the Christian Ranchman, June 1988. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for our ghost town explore. There's definitely some people here, there's definitely some life, but the reason this place interested me is because I passed it, I saw the vacant gas station, rolled through town, and just saw so much history. All that curiosity that was in me, I went to the internet, and I came across so many dead ends, it only led to more curiosity as to what this place was. So I had to come and document it for the future, because where I'm from, places of my childhood get knocked down left and right, even historical buildings, and then there's no digital representation of it even existing. So my goal is to document these places for the future, because clearly I got into a little bit of that general store, but there's going to be a time where it's completely gone or inaccessible. So thank you for joining me today. I'm very thankful you got to experience this day on Earth with me in this small little town. Pretty nice community, despite kind of feeling like I was being watched the entire time. But anyway, thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time.